You've been shrinking for so long, you don't even notice the ache anymore. The quiet ache of holding back your own becoming. The ache of pretending you're fine with the smallness you've built around yourself. As if the walls you call safety were not also the bars of a gilded cage. Maybe you tell yourself, I'm being humble. I'm being patient. I'm not ready yet. But deep down, there's a knowing. A whisper that keeps tugging at the corners of your soul. You were never meant to fit inside something so small. You were meant to expand, to stretch past the edges of who you've been, to let your life breathe with you, not against you. And yet here you are. Still folding yourself to fit. You've learned how to dim with elegance. You smile at the right times. You keep your voice soft enough not to startle anyone. You ration your brilliance like light in a world afraid of its own reflection. You've made a religion out of not being too much. And for a while it worked. People praised your calm. They called you graceful. They told you you were easy to be around. But they never saw the quiet rebellion happening inside you. The part of you that wanted to scream just to remember what her voice sounded like. The part that's so tired of being liked more than she's known. There's a cost to staying small. And it's far greater than the cost of being seen. It's the slow leak of your own essence. The dull ache that builds when your soul keeps saying, this isn't it. And your mind keeps replying, but it's enough. It's the heaviness in your chest when you wake up to another day of living below your potential and call it peace. It's the spiritual exhaustion that comes from trying to make yourself digestible in a world that thrives on conformity. You think you're protecting yourself from judgment, but what you're really doing is rejecting yourself before anyone else can. There's this lie we've been told that staying small is safe, that humility means never outgrowing the room, that comfort means belonging, that quiet means peace. But safety without freedom is not safety. It's captivity with nice furniture. The truth is, you cannot heal inside the same space that taught you to hide. The walls may have your name on them, but they were built by fear. You see, staying small is seductive. It's familiar. It's predictable. It asks for very little and promises you won't lose much. But here's what it doesn't tell you. You won't gain much either. Every time you say, maybe later, you pay with another day of your life. Every time you say, it's fine, you bury another piece of your truth. Every time you say, I'm not ready, you reinforce the belief that you never will be. This is the quiet economy of self-betrayal, the tax your soul pays for comfort. And one day, you will wake up and realize you can't afford it anymore. Maybe that day is today. Maybe something in you is stirring. It's something primal, ancient, wildly sacred. It's the part of you that remembers what you came here to do. To expand, to express, to live fully. Not perform life, but be life. Unfolding, unfiltered, unafraid. It starts quietly. A restlessness you can't explain. A sense that the things you once prayed for now feel too tight. That's not failure. That's growth. The shoes that once fit you perfectly will always feel small after you start walking your truth. The people who only love the quiet version of you may drift away. The routines that once grounded you may begin to suffocate you. Even your own reflection will look unfamiliar. As if she's asking, are you still choosing me? Fear will rise. Of course it will, because expansion demands death. It's not about abandoning her. It's about thanking her. She's the one who survived long enough for you to grow beyond her. She made herself small so you could stay safe. Now she's asking to be released. So before you chase freedom, take a moment to honor your cage. It kept you alive, but you are ready to live. Sometimes the cage isn't external. It's made of habits, identities, and fears that you've mistaken for personality. You say, I'm just shy, but maybe you're just afraid to be seen. You say, I'm easygoing. But maybe you've just learned that your peace depends on keeping others comfortable. You say, I'm humble. But maybe you're terrified of your own power. The cost of staying small is that you forget the difference between safety and silence. And silence, over time, becomes a slow erasure. Here's the truth no one tells you. You don't need to be ready to expand. You just need to be willing to make the first sound, even if your voice shakes. Willing to stand in your truth, even if your knees tremble. Willing to trust that your light knows how to find its way through the cracks. Courage isn't confidence. Courage is honesty in motion. There's a moment, it always comes, when you realize that fear isn't the enemy. Fear's the signal that you're approaching the edge of who you've been. It's the vibration that says something beyond this point is waiting for you. So instead of running from fear, walk with it. Let it whisper, let it quiver in your bones, and keep walking anyway. Fear will always tell you that expansion will destroy you, but the truth is, staying small already is. Imagine the moment you stop apologizing for your existence, when your too much becomes your magnet, when your voice fills the room without shrinking to fit its corners, when your presence is not a question mark, but a declaration. This is what it means to return to yourself, to stop bargaining with your destiny, to stop auditioning for belonging, to stop outsourcing your worth to the approval of others. Because when you betray yourself to be loved, you're not loved. You're tolerated. And tolerance is not intimacy. Expansion is not about becoming louder. It's about becoming truer. You don't have to shout to be seen. You just have to stop whispering when your soul wants to sing. And you don't have to burn your life down to grow. You just have to stop watering dead things. Let what wants to die, die. Let what wants to live, live. Your evolution won't always be glamorous. Sometimes it looks like crying on your kitchen floor. Sometimes it looks like saying no with shaking hands. Sometimes it looks like resting when your worth once depended on being useful. Expansion isn't a performance. It's a reclamation. The mirror never lies. It will always show you where you're still pretending. So when life feels heavy, ask yourself, what truth am I avoiding? Because the cost of staying small is often disguised as fatigue, anxiety, or resentment. It's your body's way of saying, I'm tired of suppressing who we are. The moment you start listening, really listening, life begins to rearrange itself around your honesty. You won't need to chase alignment, you'll become it. To expand, you must first forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for the years you spent pretending, for every time you made yourself smaller to protect someone's comfort, for every time you silenced your intuition because logic seemed safer. Forgive yourself for the seasons you stayed, the dreams you postponed, the truths you swallowed. Forgive the younger you who didn't know that love could exist without sacrifice. And when forgiveness feels too heavy, start with gentleness. Place your hand over your heart and whisper, it's okay. I see why you hid. Then let the light in anyway. Slow your pace, stay embodied, because expansion without grounding becomes overwhelm. But expansion with presence becomes evolution. Some days you'll feel unstoppable. Other days you'll question everything. Both are sacred. The journey is not linear. It spirals. It circles back, testing your commitment to your own becoming. But each time you return, you'll return wiser, softer, more alive. Your power isn't found in being fearless, and it's found in being true. So when the world tempts you to shrink again, to make yourself palatable, predictable, small, remember what it costs you, your peace, your authenticity, your aliveness, and remind yourself of what it gives you when you choose expansion instead. Freedom, connection, meaning, love, the kind that starts from within and radiates outward. You came here to be seen, not in the shallow spotlight kind of way, but in the sacred soul recognizing way. To stand in your truth so fully that it liberates others to do the same. to walk so openly in your light that it gives others permission to stop hiding in their own shadows. Your expansion is not selfish, it's service. Every time you choose authenticity over approval, you shift the collective frequency. Every time you speak truth over silence, you clear the air for someone else to breathe. You are not just living your life. You are rewriting the blueprint of courage for those who will come after you. Let this be your vow. I will no longer shrink to be loved. I will no longer dim to be safe. I will no longer betray my own brilliance for belonging. I will take up space, not as an act of defiance, but as a return to truth. I will live expansively, softly, wildly, exactly as I was meant to. Because the world doesn't need another version of someone else. It needs the fullness of you. Repeat this mantra to integrate it into your soul. I am done staying small. I am the light that remembers its own magnitude, and I will not hide again.